Okay. Windows challenge. Installing Windows. This is what I'm doing. I'm installing Windows. Yeah, installing Windows. This is the installing Windows bit. It's gonna take way too long to edit. I deleted a lot of it. It was like kind of weird. No, I didn't delete it. I'll just like fast forward it for you. Just like I'm gonna like go into Caden Live and just fast forward like the big bit of me doing it. And I'll probably put a voiceover on it. But I'm not doing the voiceover now. This is the intro part. This is not the voiceover. I'll probably do that separate. Okay, my mom barged in. Okay, but whatever. And that's just the background sounds. My parents. I pressed 2 keys at once. So like, I'll play the voiceover later. So yeah. This is the Linux versus Windows comparison. I'm using freaking. This feels so weird. Let's go. I have a coarser line of Windows, Linux. Windows gets definitely a solid 9.5 on software support. Compare that to Linux, I would say 8. This is my honest opinion. Now, performance. Windows gets a 5. Better driver support, except it uses so much RAM, as you can see right here. Like, look at this. It's 5 gigabytes at idle. And Linux gets a solid 9.5. Better, worse driver support, but better. Now this should be put into 2 parts. Be broken up into single player gaming and multiplayer gaming. Windows for single player games, because of less performance, let me give it a 6. Supports probably way more. Probably supports some more single player games, except it is less performant and there's no anti-cheat. Linux, I would give it an 8. There's Wine, there's Valve's Proton, there's Wine, there's ways you can run Windows games on Linux. Except not every game is supported by Wine. Now multiplayer gaming, this definitely gets an 8. Linux gets like a 5 because a lot of like the big multiplayer games aren't supported, like Valorant, Fortnite. They're not supported on Linux. They're not anti-cheat because they require kernel level anti-cheat. And Linux isn't so happy of something going into its kernel. So yeah, driver support. Windows gets a 10. Like actually gets 10. No. Windows is getting like a 9.75. Extremely good. So and Linux gets like a 7. No, Windows. This other category can be broken up into stuff like privacy. I can't spell. Damn, they auto-corrected that? No. Privacy. How is privacy on Windows? Abysmal. Like, actually abysmal. That's why I should shut off a bit. I would give this thing a 3. Linux gets a full-on 10. You can't argue. Now, we have this. Now, can't spell though. This is reliability. I just can't spell. So, reliability, Windows, that's a 4. Constantly updates, except not bad. Linux, I would say this gets a 10. Most servers use it, so it has to be pretty reliable. And Windows can break updates, and there's certain Linux that can, like, no, updates can break it. But I thought Windows broke Notepad and Task Manager, and they broke turning on your computer. So you just couldn't turn your computer on. Like, you just press the power button, and, like, it didn't turn on. Now, supposedly, like, you skipped a certain amount of updates. But, like, they also broke shutting your computer down, so you just couldn't turn it off. Like, you press the shutdown button, no. Try to go in the menu to shut down, no. You had to force shut down your computer while, like, holding the power button down. Linux, that would take a long, that could probably happen in a unstable kernel. Except people are not, except the full release kernels, they're going to be pretty watertight before they actually get released. And if they do get released, there's probably going to be 35,000 push requests to fix the issue, like 3 seconds after the kernel comes out. Because, you know, Linux is open source. Windows, you just have to suck it up. Linux, you can if you know C or know like Rust, you could probably go fix it. Like, there's something against you and trying to stop you from actually making your own Linux kernel and fixing issues and optimizing what you want. Windows, you get this one Windows, no, nothing else. I like the comparison. Now for ability, I can spell either. Windows, I'll give this a 7. It's pretty friendly for grandmas. And Linux, I would give this a 9 to 4. Reason? Have you heard of Arch Linux? Definitely not grandma friendly, but Linux Mint, super grandma friendly. I never tried it, except I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like, easy to install, it's secure and private. Windows, not those things. Except Windows is the de facto standard. Most of your software's on there, so you have to still do have to software hunt. Like to download Kdenlive, I searched up Kdenlive on Google and just download the exe. On Linux, I would just type one command, or I would go to the graphical package manager and search for it. And no dodging fake download buttons. It's another category. I still can't spell. Windows, I would say this thing gets a 5. Has a built-in antivirus, Windows Defender, but it also is the primary target of most malware because it is the most popular popular operating system. But also, you can just double-click executable files. Like on Linux, you have root access to go install a program. And there's plenty of way you can make it so to run a program, you need the administrator, because the command could be malicious. And 2, malicious commands, and 2, the way Linux works is that it's kind of secure. You can't delete system files as easily. Windows, I know this could be ways for a program to to get administrator access and completely destroy your system. Linux, much more regulated. And your operator won't, your operator may allow you to execute a hacked installer program, but your operator, a Linux, will probably not like the program, and it'll search through it and it'll see that it's trying to execute this. This is the Linux nuke command. This will completely get erased your computer. I think there is actually a Windows equivalent to this command. It's this. Maybe I know there's sudo on it, but this, you run as administrator, will delete everything on your computer too. Maybe there's a -R at the end. So there's versions that can nuke them. But security, I would say this gets a solid 9. No built-in antivirus, but there are Linux antiviruses out there. And this is our chart for Linux versus Windows. Okay, back to the green screen. Oh yeah, I forgot my taskbar is going to show up. Self-censor. Remove that. Yeah. I think Linux wins. For my purposes. If you are locked in on Adobe software, Linux has to be a secondary. Because Adobe is not for Linux yet. DaVinci is for Linux. Except I don't think it's as supported. There's Kdenlive. I use this. This is for Linux. It's from KDE team, which I think means it's free and open source, and it's for Linux. And I think it's Linux first. I think OBS maybe too. And Java performs way better on Linux. This, I don't know. And this is Notepad. There is Notepad alternatives, graphical ones, and Notepad is fine in the terminal. I actually did not know how to use a terminal for some time when I was using Linux. I did not have that many problems. Except I used the micro as my text editor for some time, and it was fine. I ran in the terminal. It just appeared in the menus for what should this application open with, what should this file open with, and it was in there, and I had no issues with it. Now I know how to directly edit a file with commands. Scary black box. Yes, my backslash is the yen symbol. Except, I don't think there's nano in here. Yeah, there's no nano, and I think this is the edit command. Yeah, this is what we have. This is our Windows text editor. Now, I'm using Notepad because Notepad. And also, I banned myself from using terminal. This is demonstrational. I had to use this to just demonstrate about the terminal. So if you want, here's my server. Here's my server. This is Fortune mod. And now we have this command called nano. This is GNU Nano. This is my text editor. I think there is also NeoVim. This can also be a text editor. I actually like a lazy Vim. There's also Vim, of course, and of course V in case you're that's just Vim. What's up? Micro still. This text editor. There's a lot of text editors. The Emacs. I don't have this one. There's a lot of text editors on Linux, so you can choose your pick. On Windows, there's this for you casual users, and this one for terminal spets. No one even uses the terminal on Windows. I think this is like a legacy DOS feature. Well, this is cool. I didn't know this worked. But we still have this. And I cannot use this because this is the terminal and there's a text editor right here that is better. Now, when I mean better, I mean it's not a TUI. It's a GUI. I have to use a GUI. If there's a GUI, if there's a GUI alternative, I have to use it. My screen's turning orange. Yeah, here we have this. This is my Windows versus this is my Linux versus Windows. Let's get back to the video. Okay, around now. It's booting Windows. Look at that. Focus. Oh my god. Yep. Recording on my Skull iPad. Yep. All because qwevo, bro. Bro, okay. I can't record everything. I record everything. This is in my bed. So it is 6:30 and yes, I do have that alarm clock, but whatever. I don't care. Record everything. So there's like a certain way you can do this. I forgot my mouse doesn't work. So next. Previous version of setup. Look at this setup now. It looks different. I'm gonna try to keep this. Okay, is this good? Okay, is this good? Yes, this is my PC. Still not, yes. Setup is starting. Yep, this is my PC. This is what I got like 2 FPS on. Wow. Okay. Yep. I accept. Oh, look at this. This is the problem I had last time. There's no discs, which I can't do anything about. What does this do? I can't install Windows since there's no discs. What do I install it to? Format? There's nothing to even format or just like load. And there's a driver I can try to load. Load driver? Okay, so what happened is, okay, it's in a, do that. Oh, my Ventoy. Yep, there's nothing here. There should be a zip file here. No, there's no zip file here. There should be a zip file somewhere here that has the files for my thing. You know what this does? I can't install Windows. Where do I install it to? qwevo. Where do I install this to? See, this is the problem. I try to install Look, it's not even working. Linux, it recognizes the drive immediately. Windows, oh no, we don't see no drive. It's just like, and what if this is not the old installer? What if it's just the old installer? What if it's just the old installer? What if it's just the old installer? Okay, we're gonna boot off. Here, we are booting. It's Ventoy, flash Ventoy. Here you got the options I like. Yes, say Arch and Manjaro, and here. Maybe if it doesn't work, I should try WinBoot. Like Whimper. Bro, 1 week of Windows is not. I'm not gonna like it, bro. 6 gigabytes of RAM is not acceptable from loading. I thought 2% CPU was not that bad. XSD4 0%. RAM like 0%. This thing takes so long to boot, bro. Like Windows is like no, I don't like it. The only thing that got worse ever since I switched away from Windows is my sleep schedule, and the reason is because I don't have a blue light filter. But I could figure out how to get an easy graphical blue light filter onto Linux, and now I can sleep at night because I'm not being showered by blue light. And I thought that was causing all my nausea when I used my computer, because I had a lot of nausea when using my computer, and I turned on the blue light filter. A lot of it's gone. It's just some of it. And that's because I had the placebo effect. I thought it was the blue light causing all the nausea. No, it's the amount of data Windows transfers causing all the nausea. Because I have like Wi-Fi sickness or whatever. What? I never said that. Okay. Let's try this again in normal mode. Please. Okay, but if this does not work, the guide for a certain like light version of Windows, like a Windows distro, said I should use Ventoy, and like Ventoy isn't working, which is weird. I don't know, bro. It's just like Well, if I can give him a video of the on my computer. It says here's also virtualization. And here, not in a VM. Here also here is me trying to test hardware virtualization. I have it enabled in the BIOS. Here it is. Here it is working in Windows. And the way hardware and in both of my virtualizers on Linux, VirtualBox and Virt Manager, both do not support less than virtualization. And basics like it just needs to sound improved for them using Windows. Okay, let me open that terminal. I want the terminal. It's Shift F10, right? Still have CD though. You still have CD. Thankfully, bro. Thankfully. Wait, PWD doesn't exist? Oh, here. Using the newer version of the Windows installer. Plus this. So, the reason why it looks like this is because this is my Ventoy. This is my Ventoy. I did not name my disk Ventoy. Disk 0, partition 1, Ventoy. Like, I don't know. Bring disk online, extend partition. I cannot install. This is the Windows. This is the EFI partition. This is the normal partition. None of them are my main drive on Windows. That's normal boot. When boot time. Just when boot. So what this is, I think this may make it work. I don't. Bro, if nothing working, tell qwevo that. No, nothing works. I can't install Windows. I tried my hardest. I tried 4 ways and I just couldn't get it to install. I don't know what to try now. It's just that my computer just does not accept Windows. Maybe it was 2B. This is so pixelated. Holy shit. This iPad, I may actually record videos on with this iPad. I may actually set up my monitor and my iPad in a certain way that it records. Okay, here we are booting with WinBoot. Maybe this will work. I don't know. I booted much faster. Holy shit. Next. Previous version setup. Next. Install now. So I'm using old version of setup. I don't know if this will fix the drive recognition issues, and I may need to unzip the file. I accept. I'll try doing that next. Custom install advanced. Yeah, it doesn't work. May I try unzipping the file since I haven't unzipped it yet. So we're going to have to do something that qwevo will probably not approve of. I'm not gonna boot in WinBoot. We're gonna go into Ventoy. Boot into Manjaro, not Linux. This is Manjaro. No, oh my god, I've said bro. I'm so weird. This is not Windows. This is not Windows. But this could be how we get Windows. So if you're watching this, this is how we get Windows. It requires Linux to get Windows. Okay, it requires Linux. If you don't understand this, just follow along. If I get Windows, then that means it worked. And I had to suffer for 1 week. But whatever. I have a Linux partition too. I'll probably install Linux, but I can't use it. Yeah, we have to use this. But to get Windows, we need this. You need this. Maybe the giant unzip the driver. Maybe there's not even a great driver. I don't know. I got it some random guy on Reddit. I don't know this is my computer. Is my computer. Also, too, that's a Windows problem, not a Linux problem. It could actually hurt my computer. Except I can plug this back and install Linux. Because Linux, the drives work. Like here, I can go into the terminal. And where the drives are on Linux are in... Can you focus for a second? Where the drives are in Linux are in the dev folder. And in the dev folder, I just did ls. You should see a whole bunch of files. And one of those files should be the NVMe. See here? They just worked on here. NVMe 0 and NVMe 0 and 1. NVMe 0 and 1, that's my drive. That is my NVMe 0 and NVMe 0 and 1. Those are my hard drive in here. Now, on Linux, we have this Dunar light, and it failed because it cannot open for some reason. Because this Ventoy. Here, we have Eerie in the Ventoy disk. See, it's right there. Just like C drive, just like the D drive. It's right there. And you need to copy, and it's also, here's the absolute directory right there. In case you need to copy into an application, it's right there. Now, here's the drivers. We may need to actually extract this. So here's our RMSTD drivers, like our RAID, VMD, HEH, HESA, whatever. Here's our welcome to Manjaro, very good Linux distro. We just have to leave this wrap behind. Okay. We now need to go back to our installer. 12 minutes of installing Windows. Yeah, I got my data backed up. Hopefully nothing got corrupted in transit. Like it is encrypted, so if a byte corrupts, it'll error out. And Wi-Fi already has error correction. So with the corrupted data, it's like MCA files can corrupt it, or a whole ass instance files corrupted. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna probably post some videos. If I'm laggy or if the video quality is actually worse, blame that on Windows. I'm Linux. I represent Linux in the friend group. qwevo represents Windows. Now I suck at a lot of stuff, so that's not painting a good picture for Windows. Except I am more technical and I'm more smart than him. If we ever both work in IT, if I work at a job at IT and he just works normal, and I'm gonna go fix his computer, I'm gonna say install Linux and I'll fix it. Here. Oh, I almost swallowed my spit. Here we go, Windows. I press shift. I press normal. That key, and we got my hinge problem laptop. Yes, I did take the F1 key off. This is Windows' fault. This is Windows' fault, by the way. Because what happened was I accidentally pressed the button when I'm pressing escape, and it'll trigger that stupid menu to open up. And it still does that in Linux sometimes in certain applications. But usually it doesn't do anything. It doesn't open up a whole ass Edge instance. And also I'm also not using it. I'm using Google Chrome. It's not that secure and private, except it's better than Edge. And if I actually want real work to be done, I actually need to use Chrome. I still have school. School, life does not pause. Life does not pause because this thing did have Windows on it. Now, it did have Windows on it. This thing did have Windows on it. Now, eventually, I uninstalled it for Linux, which I think was a really good decision. But installing Windows, I had custom drivers installed, so if I can't get this to work, I don't know, bro. Is it HEI? Is this what my computer uses? 400, 500 Intel chipset. Is this my computer? I actually don't know. Chipset family. I don't know my chipset family. Okay, I'm gonna go check my chipset family. I'm sorry, I gotta exit this. What we have to do is go into my computer BIOS. That's not computer BIOS. What is my computer BIOS? I know it's F12, right? It's F12 or F10. Probably F10 or F12. Both. BIOS setup settings. Here in my computer's BIOS. Here we're going to go into configuration, and I think it's here, rapid storage. Intel RST. Take a picture of that. Hold up. Wait, I can take a picture and it's already used up. No. Wait, hold up. Real quick, I have to do something. I can't resize the window. Oh, I can't. Wait, hold up, real quick. Okay, I'm back. So I took a picture. We're going to open a instance of photos now. Okay, I'm back. So I took a picture. We're going to open a instance of photos now. Oh, okay, back again. Okay, did not close. Here we go. Here we have the driver I need. I have the driver I need now. I'm just now going to boot. Yeah, there's a crack in my computer, by the way, in case you didn't know. There's a crack, in case you can't see that. Yeah, there's a crack. But look at this. It boots and it runs Minecraft, so I can't complain. Yeah, here, we are going to look up drivers for the Intel. I need that driver. I don't know where it went. So what I could have done was I could have installed the step version, but I said we ballin'. We said okay. Erase the whole drive. Yeah, it's all gone. Yeah, all the Windows data gone forever, except for some of it. So I'm gonna like straighten this image. I need this thing to fit in a smaller space. Cause I need this to be fit in like a really small. Yep, we're in Linux. Because the camera angle's really bad. I'm like confused. Now we gotta go type. Okay, sorry guys, I had to do this. I'm gonna download the drivers. I don't want to do two-handed typing. I don't have internet. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't have internet. I do have internet. Just gotta sign in. I'm connecting. Okay, I'm gonna just cut that part out of the video. Let's just switch it up. Oh, look at this guy. Okay. Here. Run this post. We don't need this window anymore. I found this post of this. You know, I have a dedicated camera. Should I use that instead? I could give you some footage from it. Oh wait, I have an SD card. I could just go buy it. Yeah, non-very physical discs. Yeah. And this is the exact thing I have. So the exe install.exe. Okay. Here's the one. I'm sorry. Trust this. This is how we get it. Yes, storage driver. Windows? Yeah, I don't know. This is not my laptop. I have a DQ XXXX, and this is not a convertible. This is not my laptop. Linux? Windows 10. Yeah. Yo! Oh my god. Oh, this is radioactive. That happens on the Windows too. Oh, here, I found it. Installation? How do I install this in the setup? Wait, I could just CD into the drive. Oh, it's so weird typing. Okay, we have our setup RST. This is the Windows Lux F11 family. That's SHA-256. Oh, I didn't show you. Okay, so here. I ran the command. It's right there. The logo, applications, the stupid thing. I guess I have my voice so stupid. I just remember it. Wait, start. Just boot to Windows, standard. I said standard. I keep pressing right shift so I can't see. HP Minecraft movie. How long ago was that? Like a long time ago. 2024, 2026. That's been over a year. And this fell off hard. Unlike Lord of the Rings. Like Lord of the Rings has definitely been a thing. People start watching Lord of the Rings. Stranger Things. I don't know, bro. I don't watch TV that much. Lord of the Rings is a good movie. I want to watch it like Star Trek. I really like that movie. And I really like the what's it called? Like show, whatever. I don't know. I really like it, but I want to watch it like on my laptop in my room. So I want it to be private. Input method, single hand keyboard. Sure, this looks bad. Oh, some shaking. April 2024. Yeah, watch that. Just switch to Linux. You know, a lot of Microsoft Azure servers, like 60% or 66% of them run on Ubuntu Linux. Like Ubuntu Linux. Some of them do run on Microsoft Windows, but apparently they like. No, it needs to be a folder. BMD? Yo. Yo. Stop. What is this? Browse? Okay, I found it. Okay, yay. What do I mean by yay, bro? I don't like this. I really don't like this. Also, that 400 gigabytes at the end of the 7 days, it's gonna turn into like 100 gigabytes or even 96 gigabytes. Why? I'm not spending 400 gigabytes on Windows. And two, it's gonna be reinstalled probably many times because Windows can accumulate mass amounts of storage. Like Linux is like the only like if I left my Linux instance to just run and like update, it would not accumulate that much extra. It'll probably slowly accumulate megabytes over time. Windows, I was thinking about I need more storage. I need more RAM. I need more storage. I have 50 gigabytes of storage left and like 2 gigabytes of RAM left. And I'm like, I don't want to delete the fiber file. I don't want to delete the fiber file. Like, it's like, I was like going back and forth about everything, bro. On Linux, none of that happened. I could easily download 1 gigabyte files without popping a sweat over, will my disk like this? Yeah. If we have 400 gigabytes, it's used up so much. I don't know where that's even all used up by. And on Linux, it barely got used. Like, I went up to like 50%, like 75% sometimes. But there's like a way, there's like a thing you can do. Okay, hello again. Yeah, whenever I do that, I have to do it. So, performant Windows distro. Yeah, Atlas OS. Yes. Yeah, this. Restricted? Oh my god. Okay, I'm bringing up my Chromebook. Oh, that sucker, bro. 20 new hot guys over there. I have acquired the Chromebook that runs Arch Linux. Trust, this is how I do Windows, alright? You want me to use Windows, I will install the Windows I want. The one that expects that actually values your privacy. The one that people that actually care about you. Yes, this does run Arch Linux. That's way too close. You can't see it. Yes, this is booting Arch Linux and Linux. Oh, scary! Scary terminal. Wow. I'm gonna do terminal jump scare. Terminal, no. Terminal. Look at that scary terminal. I'm face this away. This is how I get Windows. I know the network card on here is gonna fuck up eventually and like crap out. Also, we use TWN here. And my Chromebook says i3. That's right. My dad's here. Oh, my homework.
Yeah. See those and see all those that you're supposed to do.
Yes. Okay.
You're gonna do it?
Yes. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, boom, it works. Okay. You got the terminal. That's just managing. I just want my stuff back, bro. I may need to blur some of this out. Okay, let's go get Caden Live Windows. I can't work on homework while recording since I can't hide my link. So yeah. Caden Live. Yeah, we got the KDE things, bro. The KDE. Kaden, it's like KDE. KDE, just KDE. Just look at images. Kaden icon, that's Kaden Live. That's a KDE. KDE community. We got where did the like the thing go? Yes. What is wrong with the? Is that a? What is wrong with my computer? I mean, how did I keep? Damn, I can just move that directly on Linux. So, you know, so if you don't have Linux anymore, I know Sherlock, you got the Windows button. But what if this is Linux and they just like tricked me and it's just still Linux and I could just like. That's really good. This is a dir command, so if it's like actually faster, use dir. Another. Wait, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this. This. That took a second! It is instant on Linux, bro. Okay, what's wrong with my download speeds? Okay, I'm gonna have to do my homework now, so I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Recording. Okay, it's working. We are using 7% of the CPU. Hello! Will this work, though? Okay, boom, test.